What's up, guys and gals? It's your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys, I'm sorry, it's a late night reaction for Miscellaneous Chapter 9 entitled V. V. You know what's ironic? I just watched V for Vendetta. Without ever seeing this chapter, after mowing the lawn and blah, 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 and prepping supper, I said, I'll just put on something on Netflix. V for Vendetta came up, saw it when it first came out, really liked the movie, and I said, I haven't seen that in a while. It's good background noise. I've seen it enough times so I don't really need to pay attention, you know what I mean? Just some background noise. So I clicked that on, and then what is the title of this chapter but V? I'm like, coincidence? I think not. I think Band is still looking out my window and he's plotting everything. He's in my brain, man. But either way, this chapter, honestly, pretty good chapter. I was more interested in Black-Eyed Jack, you know, his ability about, like, pulling basically weapons out and weapon proficiency, if you want to look at it that way. Really, really cool. Not only do I like the fact that he's got the whole, like, throwing flail star sort of idea with the mace, but not only that, but he also, like, haha, ching, and uses it like a spike ball at the same time. I like the versatility. I like a lot of how this fight was going. And the choreography, realistically, for only Chapter 9, and Band says that he continues to improve. For Chapter 9, not so bad. Not bad choreography. I mean, I can see sort of where he's getting his angles from and stuff. Especially the one where Misk dodges the spikes coming out of the flail of the chain ball, and I'm just like, all right, that was a pretty cool shot. I like that shot. Now, of course, and of course, the spinning motion sort of idea really reminded me of some, even though it's a flail or Morning Star or whatever, it really reminded me of Bleach with Zangetsu. Really reminded me of Hollow Ichigo, like spinning Zangetsu around by the I guess the bandage, you know what I mean, and then just, you know, sort of idea. Really, really cool. Really, really liking it. Misk takes this guy out pretty quickly. Not really sure how this happened, because his ability is to go into something and pull it out of thin air. So like, what am I going to get? What am I going to get? Roulette, go! Boom! And he pulls something out. The fact of the matter is that he threw the knife to distract, then he punched through a portal or something. I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe somebody can explain it to me, but either way, not really sure. I'm sure it does make sense in the context of the story. Now, the other part is that Misk gets all the crates together, all the human crates. It seems like there's at least a dozen or more of these human trafficking. And once again, if you're on a ship, you know, you don't just transport one or two pieces of cargo. So I suppose even human traffickers know how to make their bank, right? Like to save on fuel costs and stuff. It's crazy. So there's at least 15 or more of these things. And one of them, Misk noticed, has an ability. One of the crates is like, oh, one of the kids has an ability. All right, opens up the crate, and this crazy wild child jumps out. And I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is supposed to be. And you know what? Nobody spoiled me on it, because I'm enjoying that. It's sort of like I sort of got spoiled, even though I knew it was one of the bozos. It was either going to be Solo or Balder. I sort of got spoiled at who was sitting on the hog sort of idea, right? Even though it was one of my 50-50 guesses. In this particular case, I don't really know. Koji has already been explained. This is a little kid sort of idea. Now, once again, this could have been someone, this could be one of the oldest people in the service saying, no, I want to be like a lolly, or I want to be like a child character or something. Because remember, everybody can design their own characters. They're not necessarily modeled after the actual person, though some of us did that, some of us did not. So I'm not exactly sure who this is supposed to be. We've already accounted for Tokyo and Koji. I have absolutely no idea, unless it's supposed to be Rat, maybe. I'm seeing the little, like, the fin hairs sort of idea, meant to be ears. It's, you know, small, rodent-like. I don't know what maybe it's supposed to be Rat. I have no idea, but either way, very, very interesting. An ability user doesn't want to go back, never wants to go back, misunderstands Misk. Of course, the misunderstanding goes through, and then it's all about the no more, I can't take it anymore and stuff. Now, I'm wondering if the eyeball here is going to be significant. Halfway through the chapter, we're seeing this new character go crazy, and there seems to be almost like you remember back in like Science 10 or Science 8 or whatever, or 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, where you had to align the molecules like, oh, this is how you make hydrogen, and this is how you make aluminum, and this is how you make this, and you had to like put them all together and stuff, sort of looking like that, like a nucleus or something like that. So I'm not sure if this is going to be relevant for later, but it seems to have multiple eyes like a spider, maybe? I don't know, so we'll have to wait and see. Either way, this guy decides to attack, guy or girl decides to attack Misk, does a pretty good job while Misk is trying to defend himself without hurting the kid, but constantly is just like, oh, wow, okay, this guy's coming at me with the knife that I was using. All right, calm down, sit down, and then boom, Bruce Lee punch to the gut. So the kid is knocked out cold. Misk talks to Black-Eyed Jack once again and basically saying, so what's going on here, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, he's wanted dead or alive, so he's like, hey, you can either talk to me or I can cut your head off and get the bounty either way. I don't have a loss, so you're better off talking if you want to live. So there's a little bit of comedy around this, and then we get the idea of V. Now, V reminds me very much of when this is reminding me very heavily of Baroque works, of Crocodile. This is what's reminding me of that kind of shit. The mysterious organization with the money, with the power in the background. Who is it? Sort of idea. And got a bunch of thugs working for him. Very reminiscent of the Alabasta saga for me. But either way, I definitely enjoy this chapter thus far. And also the fact of the matter is that Misk pulls once again a comedy moment where he's like, well, V is doing this, that, and the other thing. Your parents, your friends, your family, everybody's going to die. It's like, did I ask you? What? Did I ask you? Well, no. Then shut the fuck up. This is my comic, bitch. And I'm like, okay. I like that direction. I like that Misk is sort of like monologuing for monologue's sake is not cool. Like, if you're not Sosuke motherfucking Aizen, you can't monologue a whole chapter. You can't monologue for pages. You're not Aizen, so you're not allowed. Otherwise, it's just monologuing for the sake of monologuing. No. We don't do that in the miscellaneous content. No. This is why Misk is like, did I ask you? Whoa. Before you continue this whole V is the greatest, strongest mafia boss of all time. He's killed 50,000 men, and he's done this, and he's done that. Did I ask you? Did I ask you? Just like, okay, go, whoa, cut, So I definitely like that aspect. Once again, and there was a little extra, which apparently Ban believes that the Chapter 8 looked better than Chapter 9. I didn't reread Chapter 8 before starting this one. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't think the art's necessarily gotten worse or better as of Chapter 9. I think it's stayed pretty consistent so far. But I'm supposedly around, once we get about a dozen or 2 dozen chapters in, we're going to see a significant boost in the art quality. That's just mine. That's not from Ban. That's just me. I believe that Ban is going to improve because the more you draw, of course, everybody knows this. The more you do something, the more you practice, the better you get. So it's just natural. And if Ban's working on this comic day and night, then he's just naturally going to get better, and we're going to see that improvement. You see it in every running manga of all time, every single one. You see the art quality just continue to get better. So this chapter, honestly, I'm glad we're not over with the boat stuff, but it's nice to say, okay, we had the fight with Black-Eyed Jack. We knew he was going to be a bit of a fodder for Misk because he's the main character and stuff, and this is sort of like opening bit One Piece, opening bit Fairy Tail, opening bit any of those things. It's like the first couple of Hollows and Bleach aren't that great. The first couple of Monsters and Toriko aren't that menacing. The first couple, you know what I mean? The first couple of Pirates and One Piece, they're not that menacing, right, to our main protagonist. So this makes a lot of sense. Who's the kid in the crate? Right now, I think my bet's on it's supposed to be Rat, because I really can't think of anybody else, but we'll have to wait and see who this is supposed to be. So once we get a name, I'll know. Don't let me know, don't spoil if you guys already know. I would appreciate that very much. But that's my review. So like, comment, and subscribe as always, ladies and gentlemen. It's always very much appreciated. Don't forget to drink responsibly as always, as your host with the most, Griever always does. even after he's just taken a shower. He gets out of the shower, he pours himself a drink, and he goes, God damn it, I'm going to make sure that my fan base likes, comments, and subscribes. So definitely drink responsibly as always, and we'll see you guys back here next time. Peace out.